They help. Are they good enough for you? Beautiful.
So we are all live here for the Men's Opens final. Let's have a look as we get the pre-match celebrations underway. On the field already are our three referees, David Baggio, Brett Freshwater, and Kim Skelly. And now the arrival of the first of our teams, the North Queensland Tropical Cyclones. My name is Adam Collins. I am joined in commentary here by two legends, Paul Spear, the current New South Wales Women's Open coach, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce the great man, Peter Walters, touch football international legend. Pete, thanks for joining us here, mate. The Men's Open's grand final, probably not the one that a lot of people expected. The Hunter Western Hornets, they've been outstanding, but the North Queensland Tropical Cyclones.
Oh, mate, firstly, thanks, boys. Great to see my old friends again, and so excited to see this big match coming up ahead. And, yeah, the Queensland Cyclones, have they ever been in the final before?
I'm not sure, and if they have, it would have been a fair while ago. They have some talent in there. Christian Kongu, the number 3, he's been around at the top of the tree up there in the North Queensland for a long time. Lawrence Oberlaut has also been important for them in earlier matches, but keep an eye on number 14, Jared Townsend.
Jared's out, unfortunately injured. He's done his shoulder. So,
wow.
And they've done it without him to get to the grand final.
Well, that's a strong step up for them because Townsend, he was impressive in the round games.
Yeah, he's their main attacking weapon.
And, boys, I see Sean Francis in there. He's a top winger, any number 8.
Oh,
he's playing link and middle.
Wow.
Yeah, one of the best wingers in the game.
Yes.
He stepped up link middle in this team.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing play, boys.
We'll get the national anthem here, and then we'll have a chat about how these teams line up. So the national anthem of Australia sets the scene. Both teams look to come off the field. Once again, the juniors from the Maxville Falcons taking the players out onto the field and standing with them for the anthem. That must be a massive thrill for the youngsters from just a little bit south of here, the Maxville Club. They are outstanding. But let's have a look now. We talked about the Tropical Cyclones, Hunter Western Hornets. Paul, give us a little bit of insight into what's happening in this team.
Oh, mate, look, you got Alex Langridge and you got Dylan Thompson. They'll be the main go-to. But then you got even like Daniel Langridge. He's the energy of that team with a lot, Lincoln Little, Mitch Lawton. And they'll be just playing the running game. And look, just like that last game, went to drop-off and everyone would have thought Mets would have won by a few. It'll be the same here, but just you can never, NQ, they'll come out and they'll give it their best.
Pete, what are your thoughts on the way the Hunter Western Hornets line up? Not just about the players as individuals, but how they go about the job.
Yeah, mate, they've got lots of combination. Obviously, they played a lot of them with the Dawson crew and that, and I just love the way they play. I love their energy. I love the technical nous and the plays that they run. It's all off running pace, and that big mismatch of Fresh versus Tide. They're on, they're off, they're on, they're off. It's great.
Always. They just reload, and we talked about it in the semi-final. I think you were with me, Paul. You have Dylan Thompson out there with Atkins and Lincoln Little.
Correct.
Yeah. They go off, and on comes the Langridge brothers, and they've also been bumped up in this match, in this tournament, by a young fella, Blake Potts, the number 41. He's working amazingly with those two brothers, and I can't wait. As Pete said, tired legs off, fresh legs on, and the defence on the back foot just go, wow, a whole new wave.
I'll say it again. If you allow them to run, which they will hurt you. And this is where NQ have to be brave and stop their run. Right? Be aggressive in defence and really get up and stop momentum.
Yep.
That's the secret to stopping the Hornets.
Because it's relentless. The momentum is relentless from the Hunter Western Hornets. So we're ready to go. We have the North Queensland Tropical Cyclones ready to tap off. And we get underway. Seamus Edwards. The Cyclones punch it forward. That was Searle taking it into the line. There's Kongu. He's coming in off the link position. Splits out. So nice work here. Good defensive pressure. You see Langbridge up out of the line. That's Daniel with the crop of red hair. Thigh heavily strapped. We'll keep an eye on that. Nice long ball. Tap in back inside.
Boys, and Daniel Langbridge, he made all 5 touches in that set. God, he's a beast on defence.
He is a beast. That's probably a great word to use there, Pete. As now, defence into attack. That's an unsung hero there. Mitchell Wilton bends his back, takes the ball forward. Loss of possession there. He just lost his footing. Looks like he might have rolled an ankle on that play.
That was Alex there.
Yeah. They don't want to lose him early in the game. That is for sure and for certain. He seems to be moving okay now. So again, pushing up. That's Wilton. Kongu. Ball back to Searle. Searle to Kongu. A little bit of byplay. Nothing happening too much. They want to roll the ball on the 7 metre. Kongu steps out right. Big long ball to the left-hand side. Defensive pressure. Squires up off the line. Shuts it down. And off they go now. They'll roll into attack. There's Langbridge. Nice ball out to the wing. That's Jesse Jenkins back inside. Langbridge picks up Jenkins again on the wrap.
You've got to be careful here. This is where they're dangerous.
Nice release. Thompson, quick hands out to Big Tom Dafter in the corner. He'll go long.
Sean Francis. What a
referee calls play on, ball down, try time. Dafter, probably 8 foot tall, got the ball over the line. Amazing hands. Let's look at it on replay from the half.
Look at them rolling back. And
Little.
This is the problem.
Atkins, Thompson, hands. Dafter in the corner. He knows how to get that job done. Ball down. Pete, talk us through that play.
Yeah, boys, look, if you're just going to wait for them, that's what they're going to do to you. They're going to hurt you with speed and going forward. Another mismatch, fast versus slow, forwards versus backwards.
Awesome. Now, the Cyclones back on the attack here. That's the other Townsend. Aaron Townsend, he's still out there. The loss of Jared may come back to bite the Cyclones, but that was a good set. They finish it down on the 7 metre line. The Hornets have to roll out. Let's see what they do this time. There's that combination. Little, Thompson, Atkins. Nice drive forward there by Bailey Ritchie. They pump it out wide. Forced pass. That's a bit sloppy. They won't be happy with that. But you know what? It doesn't faze them. They just get on with the job.
Yeah, clunky that, boys. They still would have liked to finish the set there. Yeah. It was a skill error that was disappointing.
Yeah.
Again, I would like to see NQ here maybe get their 4-on-3 and bomb to wing. I can just notice that Hunter Winger shutting down every now and again.
They certainly got the skills out there to be able to do that. And that man, Seamus Edwards, the number 13, that's just going to tuck into half now. He's one to watch in that part of the game.
And this is good defence. Look where they are. They've got him outside the 20 here.
As
that's
is
what they
Kongu.
want.
There's Kongu now. There's that little skip pass. Pulled back on the play there. He needed to hit the line. But now, this is Langbridge. Langbridge into half now. Alex and Daniel working together. That's Potts that I was talking about earlier. That's what he does well. Bends his back, goes forward hard, gets the extra metres and draws that sort of a penalty. It's a nice set-up play. The Hunter Western Hornets up over the halfway line. Bailey Ritchie there. That one is Liam Squires taking it into the line, back into the middle. This is where they're dangerous. Atkins gets it down for Thompson. Thompson picks up
Great
Wilton.
strike there.
Beautiful strike defence. Seamus Edwards, number 13, coming up off the line. Wilton out to Atkins. Atkins down for Thompson. Well, cut out, long bomb out to the left-hand side. That young fella, Liam Squires, has been on the end of countless cutout passes from Thompson. Sfizzy, how'd you see it?
What Dylan Thompson would normally do there, he would do the passive to the link, and he's caught the winger there off guard, ready to hit him, and Dylan spotted that and just thrown straight to the wing. Dylan's pet play would have been to the link out
Hitting
here.
a link hole, yeah.
Yeah, for a passive.
Pete, you saw the replay there. The eyes of Dylan Thompson.
Yes.
Tell us about how he reads that defence so quickly.
Vision decision. He has the skills to back up his choice of what he sees. So he can throw it short, he can throw it long, and he's picking the right one. He's certainly a huge threat for NQ as Dylan Thompson.
Great insight there from Peter Walters as we see the Cyclones back on the attack. That's Searle. He'll get it down, or look to get it down there for Sean Francis. That's Francis there. So here we are in the middle. Lawrence Oberlauder with the ball in hand now. Fast feet from Oberlauder, but a little bit indecisive. Really not doing too much there. Just looking to draw the penalty. They will reset now on the 7-metre line. What are we looking for here, Paul?
I told you, I would like to see a 4-on-3 and
That
ask
was
the
forward.
questions, and I think Searle there can do that. Shawnee's coming around.
Francis around, short
winger
ball.
was open.
Again, the wing was open,
Yeah.
so it's easy for us up here in the commentary
Very
business
easy
to
for
see
me.
those. But at speed, those guys on their feet, they'll make the call as they see them. Sometimes it doesn't go their way, but they'll keep cracking away as we see. Good roll on.
Here they come, and this is where they've got to be brave.
Little through the middle, cuts, goes to the cutout pass.
6 to go.
6 more.
Oh, is it? No.
Yeah, boys, and this is their main attacking pod with Thompson, Little, and Langbridge.
Well, yeah, we see there Daniel Langbridge comes on. It's odd to see him in this mix-up. It's usually Matt Atkins out there with Little and Thompson. So let's see how this combination works. There's Langbridge with the ball now. Gets it down for Thompson. Little goes short, dive over. Ball on the ground, Pete. One-handed, end-to-end. Slides underneath. That's a Waller's play if ever I've seen one.
It's a close call there. I thought they were lucky to get that one. However, it's a referee's decision. Ball down.
I guess he's called him offside there.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at it here. They just bounce out. Langbridge takes it down. Thompson into half. Little sees the hole. Yeah, no, I think they got that call right. Searle was diving sideways across the line as opposed to out into the field of play. And the ball just pushes across.
And that 7 metres has made a huge difference now. It means you have to get all the way back an
It
extra
opens
couple
it
of
up,
metres
doesn't it,
before
mate?
you can lift forward.
Absolutely. So that's Kongu there.
He's got to back himself there.
There just seems to be a little of indecision in that both Kongu there and Oberlauder earlier on, a little bit of indecision, and maybe because they're just trying to get inside the minds of what has been a relentless attack. Look at that, hands again.
Yeah, that's beautiful. It's almost their go-to play, and they run it so well. And if the defence isn't going to lift forward and put pressure on them, they're going to get you every time.
The score is now 4-0 after 7 minutes.
I think Nick's got to group these boys and just get. Hopefully, they haven't played the grand final, the semi-final, the game before this, but they just really got to show some energy. And starting with this good settling now, they just got to go forward, show some energy.
How do you stop it? How do you stop that momentum?
It's always easier said than done by us up here. But again, you got to be brave, and it's always it could be late. Yeah.
As Pete said, that team running forward, and I've used the term relentless. And have a look here; they just build and build and build. Extra meters in behind the line, multiple people around the ruck, and they just spread it so quickly.
And they're getting their confidence up now, boys. North Queens really have to defend these next couple of minutes, otherwise they're going to get away on them.
And in saying that, they've just lost possession there, so the commentator's curse. I've put the mock on. But again, as we saw before, they made an error on a transition play, and it didn't really matter. They just kept building and came back the way they did. That's that's unforced.
And that's the difference there. The Hornets, the aggression in defence, just getting up in their face. And this is what they got to do back to them. NQ have to get up and not go sideways with them.
So here we go now. Okay, they're just going to relax a little bit here.
That's the way. It's good. Is that Oberlauder
Here
calling
he
them
comes.
up?
Yep. So Oberlauder there in the middle, the number 2 for the Cyclones.
Yeah, he was screaming to his mates to get up. He wants to put pressure on, and he's dead right. I think
Yep.
they need to move forward more and be more aggressive.
Cut down the space. So what you're saying before, forward beats backwards every time, but if two teams coming forward keep punching up like that, you're going to take away space. This is good from Oberlauder. And that's Seamus Edwards. So This is their strongest three on. They work really well together. Kongu into half. That's Edwards, and there's Kongu on the back play. That's that combination. So that's going to be their strength. They need to work together there, and they did really well, Pete.
And I'm surprised we haven't seen their combinations right till now. They need to, they look like they've got a bit of a hot hand here, so they need to go again on attack.
They have been out there together, but we commented on there seemed to be a little bit of indecision. That one was total decisive play. They knew exactly where they were going to go. Heads up, got the hole they were after. Try time. 4-1 now the score. 9.5 minutes gone.
Number 3, Christian Kongu.
So Little here with the ball in the middle. That's Atkins. Nice shutdown. Kongu.
Nice touch here.
Little. Last touch. Big diving touch from Searle. Nice work. He's the forward meter eater for the team, Searle. He's also been on the back of a couple of good tries because he hits the line hard. This is a man taking the ball off now. So they'll look to get the fresh legs on. And here they come.
Fourth one come in for a latch there.
Looks to go wide now. Probably need to just drive down that left-hand edge and keep these Hunter boys away from their own sub-box.
Yeah, get away from their box.
Little bends his back into the defence. Picks up a passive play here in the middle of the field, just looking for the width and the momentum. There's Potts. Down he goes. This is dangerous.
Inside, yeah.
Langerbridge short ball. Good shutdown. They needed
Francis, to. He needed that.
Don't forget, Potts was the link player there. There was another winger outside him.
Yeah, it was a good pick on and go the short side. That one was just lucky with Francis knocking it down.
Shawnee Francis, as we said, one of the best in the business. But I heard yesterday, or it might have been the day before, he's not available for the State of Origin this year because he's actually getting married on the weekend that the State of Origin is taking place.
Yeah, correct.
Someone said he's going to have to miss it, and I said, what, the reception or the ceremony? I thought he would have been at the State of Origin.
We're trying to get the whole Queensland men's open team invited. It'll be good for us.
So now the Hunter Western Hornets are on the attack. Langerbridge gets it down. Beautiful cut. The big skip pass out to the right.
Great ball, Alex.
Alex Langerbridge, if it's not beaten with speed, he's 2 feet off the air then, opposite side, left to right. Beautiful. Let's have a look at it here and let the pitchers do the talking.
Yeah, great skill. Great skill. He didn't have to throw that back into his link either.
Mate, no matter what happens, he's my MVP already. He's been sensational.
Great pitches too from our cameraman. We've got to give kudos. They're up on the top of the grandstand here at the International Stadium, bringing us beautiful pitches. Well done, gentlemen. We're back in play now. The Cyclones. That's Seamus Edwards, Kongu. Sorry, that was Oberlauder in the number 2. Searle in at half now.
6 to go.
Edwards, yeah, 6 more. There was a nothing play, really.
No need to put
With
his
that
hand
change of momentum, took it into the line and forced that hand to come out, I believe. So here we go, Edwards. Searle again. They'll just play around in the middle, drawing the 2 defenders up off the line. Shut down. So as they do that play in the middle there, who are they trying to draw up in defence? Who's the most important defender to bring up out of the line there?
Well, because they fake to go to the open and they go blind, and that's where the good strike defenders, and that's what a lot of the patterns will do now.
Nice step.
So they would have faked to go to the open there, but the winger read it there and just, shut it down.
Good work. And they turn defence into attack now. Again, good momentum. Slowed down there, but they'll reset.
That's better defence there.
Yeah,
But he's got to have a backup. He's done 2 in a row, and that's
Townsend.
not good.
Short.
And again.
Good hands. Little with the flick out the back. Too cute from Lincoln Little. All he needed to do was...
It's not his game. He's a worker.
I like their alignment boys coming on. There's 3 of them all underneath each other, and they're waiting to see who makes the touch. If that guy makes it, then he'll come back.
They just peel away, don't they?
It's so
just
good.
And Jared Rottenmeier, he's, we didn't mention him, but he's another one. Exceptional abilities. And gets the work done.
It's very unselfish of him too. I mean, he's as good as a ball player as many, and just plays his role.
Little with the diving touch. Needed to make that one. So 14 minutes gone. The score 5-1 in favour of the Hornets. It's been an impressive game so far. Good ball out wide. That's Liam Squires taking the metres down the sideline. Daniel Langbridge there. Here's the brother Alex now. Potts gets it down. Alex Langbridge, look at that little tuck in.
Yeah.
There it is. Options left and right. Daniel had tucked in on that middle narrow channel for the inside ball, and Potts just hits the straight line.
They could have scored. He could have set up a try either way there, inside to his brother or outside.
Once he'd beaten that outside middle, the left side middle, and the link had to commit, open territory.
I think they need half-time here, these NQ boys.
Well, that'll come to them in around about 4 minutes' time. At the moment, it's 6-1 the Hornets. You know, just looking at the way the Hornets are going about their job, they're still having a crack. But I can't see too many opportunities out there in that defensive line.
Oh, good walk, Sean.
Francis across the line now. Referee right on the spot calls that one touched.
Good mirror defence by the Hornets there.
Yeah, no pressure, no contact around the ball. It was just space, and they'll get the job done if needed. That's nice play too.
God, their confidence to throw the ball is right up there.
Shoot up
Look at
defence.
that.
Look at the space now. Acting half right in position, hands off the ground. That's Wilton. They drive in. Good early release from Rottenmeier, which is a good play on that occasion. Sets us up back this side. There's Townsend, draws in that. Have a look at that.
32 was the 32 platform. He picked off that. And he had the short runner running. He had the passive out the back. Beautiful.
And the thing is, we give, like, that was Dylan Thompson there, or Alex, but it's all the plays and the lead-up work that just gets him in that position to set up. The dirty work.
We talked about Rottenmeier in that last phase. In that one there, he took it wide, but then dropped it back in short beautifully, like he could have held it longer, but he got it away early, set up that play. But what impresses me, every time they sweep into space, it's open space for a split second, because all of a sudden, there's an acting half right there. They know their roles, and they just do them so well. But we're back in the attack now for the Cyclones. That's Kongu with the ball to Searle. He'll tuck on the inside, gets the ball away. Seamus Edwards, flick pass out the back, but the referees have found a late pass there. But better, still trying.
Yeah, they won't give up. They just got to lift. They got to lift. Show some energy.
James Sharp on the screen there. He's making his men's opens debut at this NTLs. You'll be looking at that scoreboard saying, did I choose the right year?
Yeah. Well, he is a premiership winner with the Brisbane Broncos.
He is with the Bronx, yeah. So they roll on. Nice knockdown there. Kongu, I think he had to make that because they'd stacked up on that right-hand side.
Again, yep.
Boys, it's a good play they run. They latch that middle close to their box, and they come down the lane underneath each other at the other middle, and they just pop out.
And they pop out.
And they've got a 3-on-2.
Yeah. So here we go again. Bailey Ritchie and Connor Edwards working in there. Luke Moffat, the youngster. There's the sweeper, goes around, no play. Not coming up off the line, or the touch was made, so Moffat will take it back to play. Daniel Langbridge. Moffat, sweeper goes, Langbridge will cut back this side, beats his man with pace, gets across the line now. It's a numbers job. And finds a man in space for another try. You can see Searle despairingly on the ground there. It just doesn't matter who it is. So Langbridge goes. Moffat's the number 7. See Langbridge looking up, finds a space. I'll put it into space, you get there. And that's exactly what he does. He finds Bailey Ritchie, who had not given up on the chase. So a minute and a half to go, 8-1.
Yes, Feezy, like you were saying, they'd be quite happy to get to half-time, North Queensland boys, so they can regroup, boys, and come back out again, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the game's just about gone, if not. And they've just got to show some energy. And mate, they're great. They've done so well, you know, and losing their best player, JT, Jared Townsend. So
nice short ball.
You got Sean Inder, who's an Australian winger, but he's, you know, giving it all as a middle or a link.
Yep, so now the Hunter Western Hornets will play out the final 1 minute and 10 seconds here. That's good meters again from Potts. Dafter into half, quick hands. Collision in the roll ball. They're going to say that Thompson just lost his footing himself. I'm happy with that call. Play on for the Cyclones.
Be great for North Queensland to get another touchdown in here, lads.
And they probably deserve it, Pete. They've worked extremely hard. I think it'd be a good reflection of how they've taken it to the Hornets on every occasion they've had the opportunity. This is little stutter steps, just individual, not really working as a team unit there. They're sharp into half. Clay Smith's come into the middle. Long bomb out to the opposite side there. It takes out Big Baz, one of our medical staff.
Should have caught it.
I don't think that's his skill set. He's got magic hands, but that's usually on the massage table. Looking at the phone, checking social media, or maybe listening to Pete in commentary. We see now the Hornets rolling up that sub-box sideline. A little bit slow, I think the wind's gone out of the sails, a bit dafter. Not known for his speed out of half, Big Tom, but that'll close out the half. The scoreline, 8 tries to 1. They are really dominating here. We'll have a short break, we'll get some TV commercials out there, and we'll be back with a bit of a wrap-up of the first half. So we're back here for the second half of the Men's Opens final, the 2020 Inferno National Touch League. North Queensland Cyclones behind on the scoreboard, but they've certainly represented their region extremely well here. The Hunter Western Hornets leading 8-1. Pete, it's been a great demonstration of controlled touch football from the Hunter Western Hornets. How did you see the first half?
Yeah, look, I think they're sticking to their game plan, and everyone knows what they do, and they've managed to do what they do. We talked about being prepared and everyone knowing their roles and the execution of their tactics. It's really impressive.
So they'll get the opening opportunity here with the tap-off, and they will roll on. Up over the line already. Lincoln Little takes it forward. Atkins at half. There's Thompson. Short ball. The referee tucks into the pocket to award a penalty. Forward pass from the ruck. Pete, you've been involved at touch at many, many levels, and you're putting back in every possible way with sports coach back in New Zealand, Galaxy Touch worldwide. Tell us about some of your recent travels.
Last year was a big year. I went up to Europe and then I went to the USA Nationals and coached the Canadian team. That was really exciting. I love working with the developing countries because, you know, they don't get the support of the bigger nations like England and Scotland and that, or the non-speaking countries. So look, it's just been great. Love the global development stuff, and it was great. Even this weekend playing the 50s, a lot of guys I played with and against the Australian men's team like Scott Notley and Corey Foster. It was just fantastic. We'd played each other 25 years ago, and this week we played with each other. So
that mateship and camaraderie is a massive aspect of touch footy.
It's what our game was all about. And even Six Feezy and you guys, Adam, you know, I've known you guys for 30 years.
Yeah.
Played against you, and now we've been coaching for years and opponents many times.
Yep.
But the friendships gained has been really great.
The respect that touch football carries for one another, mate, it's second to none. Outside the current conditions with coronavirus and everything else that's happening, are you looking at heading over to Euros?
No, but we were taking 5 Galaxy teams. We had 80 people heading over there, and 2 weeks ago we canned it.
I saw the announcement about it. Yeah.
So that was disappointing, but you know, it's a safety issue now.
Oh, absolutely,
it's
mate.
So big. So
I think it's a good early call to make. I don't know how long this is going to go, but chances are it may not even be on anyway. But we'll get back to the action here. The Hunter Western Hornets roll on, relentless, nice cutout pass. Options left, right and centre for these guys. That's Liam Squires again on the end of another long pass.
Yeah, from Daniel, Alex's brother. He stepped up. He set up the last few tries.
So
got so
Thompson,
many options
Moffat
to go
picks up Daniel Langbridge at pace, cuts out. Is it Wilton there or Rottenmeier? And hits Squires on the wing. Good young winger. He really plays that channel very, very well.
Yeah.
And boys, we talked about NQ having to pick their defensive, but the attack of the Hornets is so impressive, and the lines that they're running and the timing and the speed, it's very hard to stop.
Yeah. I said it there, options left, right and centre, and that's exactly what it is. There are bodies in space every time, and they tend to pick the right one 9 times out of 10 as well.
Look at that line speed off the line.
Nice ball.
Good
But
shut
again,
down.
shut down defence. That was Jared Rottenmeier up off the line. So this is what's impressed me the most throughout the weekend, this transitional phase of their play. It's at pace. They've got a job to do. They go forward and laterally to the sub-box, and then the fresh feet just fold on. And you talked about, Pete, here they tuck in behind each other and then pick their channels and peel off. It's exactly what they do. As we see Lincoln Little drop the ball there.
Yeah, that's a rare error by them. They made one in the first half, and there's one in the second half there. So,
Like a rugby forward pass, mate. 1.5. They're happy with that one. So now, the Cyclones. See what they can do here. Bradley Pardon pushes through the middle. That's Kongu. It's the ball back inside for Mitchell Lauder there. Nice cutout pass, ball to ground. Shut down Tom Dafter, but that's what they need to do. Ask the questions and make the defence answer. That one, Dafter came in hard enough, but next time, might not be. Thompson, back out into the middle, squares it up. This is good from Wilton. Thompson cuts out Potts, but the referee's tucked back into that pocket again. Award the penalty. Holding. An offensive penalty for holding.
I love the lines that Thompson runs, and because he's so quick, the defenders, they have to engage. Because if they don't, he's just going to run through the hole. And that allows them to get that passer on a deep link out the back.
There's a young fellow in the lineup. I don't think he's actually playing this game. Kaya Adita. We talk about the speed of Thompson, but I'm led to believe Kaya can cover the 100 metres in just under Olympic qualifying time.
Yeah, I got told 10.9 is his PB.
Amazing foot speed. We haven't seen him in open play, but close to the line, he is lightning fast. It scorches the grass. But I haven't seen him out. I haven't had to call him in play, so he may be injured or standing down.
And that's better defence there. Oh, well, he got caught offside, unfortunately. But at least they're trying to get up.
5 minutes gone in the half. Sorry, Pete, you were going to say?
No, I was just saying that an error there by the Hornets, but prior to that, There's been 3 or 4 occasions where Alex Langridge has just slotted through a gap and he's dummy half. He's got all the time in the world and he gets the pass away every time. So that's confidence.
It is confidence, and that's exactly what they're playing with. You saw him there turn it over. The shot was on Alex, and he was just saying, calm down, boys. It's okay. Doesn't matter. Regroup. It's easy to do when you're eight tries up, but still.
And Alex is a good strike defence from Alex there, that link. Look at him, not even relaxing. Yeah, score 9-1 and they'll just keep going to the end.
That's why I said earlier, mate, they are relentless. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard says. It's about their jobs, their roles. As Thompson slides on, straightens up the attack. As does Little. Gets in behind the line again. Look, now 2-3 around. He's lost his footing, but Thompson's up. Sights the gap. Over the top pass. See how he realigned there, the number 3. That was impressive. Bailey Ritchie got the ball over the top. Didn't stay on the field where he was. He pulled back, got in the channel again and made himself available.
And they've got a repeat set now, guys.
So Thompson, Atkins, Little. Breaks down. They just regroup. Get back into position. Thompson picks up Little. Dive over again.
He's missed him.
Seamus Edwards, great call there. Came in to get the job done, but Little was already underneath him.
And guys, I liked how Lincoln Little's come along in the last couple of seasons. I always saw him as a setting middle, but now he's a very good attacker.
Yeah, he's
really
a strike.
he's
much more a strike weapon now. And that's all about experience too. He's played at, I think, the last 2 World Cups with the USA. His father having the US heritage. So he's got the opportunity to play international level touch football. And the development at the Dawson Dragons, his home club, they've been outstanding. And they carry that on here. And that experience that he's gained, he is much more of a strike middle now. And I see the same thing for this young Matthew Atkins as well.
There was an opportunity for Faze there. They just didn't quite get the skill right.
But I think it was that pressure from Rottenmeier coming from the link position, jamming in, making the touch. Atkins looked to be caught short, but it didn't matter. The ball knocked down. 8 minutes gone, the score 10-1. Through the middle they go. Now work towards their sub box. There's Little again. He'll push it out. Ball back inside. Good meters. There's that half down quick. Blake Potts around into open space.
Yeah, penalty. No need for that. 4th touch.
See, the wind's picked up out there too. The conditions have closed in somewhat. We might get some rain. I'll hold my breath. Potts now takes it into the line. That's Connor Edwards with the ball in hand. The number 2 gets it down for Potts. Potts gets a split pass. Wilton tucks it back inside. They like to play from the middle, set their platforms here. Options left and right. There goes Langbridge. Quick hands.
That's better defence from NQ.
That was Seamus Edwards. He's worked hard a couple of times there, really shooting up. He was the man that called the no touch on Little earlier on. So he's played his hand there. He's coming hard off the line.
Alex will have a go here, left or right.
Short, goes long, hands over the top, goes away. So an opportunity now, even though they're coming out of depth. Let's see what the Cyclones do here. Sends the ball back out. See the pressure, the inside pressure from Potts up. Dafter out from the wing, so they've got 2 channels working. They just fold back now. This is better from the Cyclones, but they're making meters. Slow roll ball. Everything breaks down. They need to reset. Oberlauder. Final touch. Better territory here. Oberlauder on the lane switch. Gets outside. He's beaten the man. Seamus Edwards need to stay out.
Stayed out there, yeah.
Needed to hit that straight channel. Oberlauder had done all of the work. Fatigue.
Yeah, it's a shortcut there. We call it as
Seamus Edwards is the man that we're talking about shooting up off the line. Back-to-back pressure like that defensively. The running comes out of your legs.
That's where they got to get up, so that's better.
Look at that no-look pass. This is what I was talking about before. Down, quick roll ball, bang. Moffat back inside to Langbridge. Langbridge drives hard into the line. Thompson out of half, quick ball. Amazing. Young Liam Squires, again.
skill and vision from Thompson once again.
And Daniel, he planted it for him.
Yes,
I mean,
look at this from
he got
this.
right
See
up.
there, you can see the vision of Langbridge. He knew exactly who he needed and the position he needed him to be in, and he executed it perfectly. That skill over the top of a diving touch to plant the ball. Outstanding. (11-1) now, and 11 minutes gone.
Liam Squires.
Still on the attack, the Cyclones. I love the fact that they're still punching forward. They're having a real crack here. Sean Francis, tireless. The number 8 with a hat on backwards. As is Kongu, Oberlauder. They're all working extremely hard.
They had some huge games to get to this point, guys, to get to this
Yeah.
grand final. Did North Queensland, and look, they maybe they played. You know, they're a little
Good on
bit
him.
tired after getting
Good
there.
work.
And look, he wants the ball back. It was a great it was Clay Smith.
Yeah, good on him.
He's come in a couple of times and really done some great work.
And he's trying to lift the boys.
Yep.
Yeah, don't worry about the score. Let's just go hard for the next 8 minutes. Finish off strong.
So that's Kongu now with the ball. The defensive pressure up off the line. Searle goes long. Sharp was outside his man, but nothing doing there. Back out to the 7 metres. Bradley Pardon in at half. That's Searle. Kongu. A bit of byplay in the middle between Searle and Kongu. Look at those little feet. Gets the penalty. It's dangerous.
Yeah, I'd love to see him try and isolate a defender and have a go at him.
Breaks.
Oh, good work.
Yeah, defensive. There he is, off the left foot. It's Kongu again with Searle. Need to shift here. Get around. Bradley Pardon in the 5. He's at half. Dishes off to Searle. Searle goes long here, outside his man, but Sharp not able to get the ball down. So not a hell of a lot happening there.
No, the defence was fairly strong there, boys.
Yep.
Now they're working their way out. Let's see if it's going to be Thompson's pod.
Here he
coming on.
comes.
Here he comes.
And there, straight into half again. That's Wilton. Wilton drops it back for Potts. Potts gets it down. They'll just go up the middle here. There's Thompson in half now. What is he going to pull out? Goes for the long one. Opportunity now for the Cyclones. Well done. That was Pardon up out of the line. Cut down the options. And force the error. Good roll on. Francis gets a return pass. Back out there to Christian. No, it wasn't Kongu. Number 31, my apologies, Joel Crapiri. That's Edwards in the middle now with Oberlauder. Little skip
Sinker.
pass. Nicely done, but Kim Skelly, the referee,
To New
calls
Zealand
the
play
touch.
that, the sinker.
Off the line they come. See the depth there, just on a settle. Half.
Yeah, their momentum has been way better than North Queensland in regards of going forward, people running onto the ball.
Langbridge brothers here. Pete, sorry to interrupt. There's
Here we go.
look, Daniel gets it outside. Big skip pass, tap back inside. It was well set up. Probably the final execution wasn't right, but they certainly set it up very well. Sorry, Pete, back to what you were saying.
Yeah, no, that's fine. North Queensland working their way up now. They'll look to transition some subs, get some fresh ones on, and hopefully run a play. They got to keep grinding. I'm sure they'll be working just to get another touchdown at this stage, lads.
Okay, so now they roll on up over the halfway line. There's Edwards. He's got a man beaten here if he's good enough. Flicks the ball back inside. He put some pressure on there, and I think that's what he needs to keep doing, Pete, as you were saying. Go through the process.
Yeah.
Trust their process. That's what got them there.
Hey, Clay Smith hasn't given up, for NQ number 1 there. He got that rolling started, so good on him. And here he is again, just going up, putting pressure.
Yep.
He has not given up. He's still going to the end.
I don't think any of them can be accused of giving up,
No.
mate. But
But
as
the
you said,
energy
he's
showing.
really lifted
Yeah.
as opposed to not taking a back step.
I think
He's
it's
actually on the
rewarded.
front foot, really driving his team. Jack Finan there in the 11. He's also done very well. Gets it down for Seamus Edwards. Goes for that long one again. Dafter up in the channel. Big body, hard to beat.
And a lot of NQ's plays have sort of been, what I suppose you could call them static, been a lot of quickie plays.
Yep.
Whereas, it's totally opposite how the Hornets have been running.
Everything's everything's momentum based.
Look at this.
Again, tucking in behind each other.
Yes.
Options when they split, but we see 7 on.
7 on.
I think that's probably the second time I've seen that in the whole tournament. I think I've done 4 or 5 games throughout the tournament for these guys. The second penalty, and they just roll in numbers, so that's good control usually around the box.
And that's interesting because playing in the 50s is great. I saw about 52 of them with 7 on the field, so it's very
at that
different
pace
as you go through the age groups.
But that was not leaving enough on the field, wasn't it, Pete? Everyone wanted to be in the box. As the Cyclones are back on the attack here, Francis. That's Kongu. We see Oberlauder tuck into half. Searle now. Kongu. They work so well in defence. One drops off, one comes up.
Oh, bad luck.
Kongu, look for the pass there. 6 more. So there's Little out of the line. He'll fade across, make the touch, a penalty.
What's that next one? That's 2 in a row.
Yep.
I think the Hornets quite happy to suck back at times.
Yeah.
They know they're up. They know they've got this game, so they're sort of almost easing off, if you like.
Little tuck puck. This is the 3rd penalty. So
Okay,
what's
what
going to happen
happens
there?
here?
Here it goes. 3. Off you go. So now 6 on 5 overlap for this set of 6 for the Cyclones. Can they make the most of it? Back, good shutdown,
Oh.
Thompson. Could have been done for a penalty there. But well played by the referee, David Baggio. One of the best in the business at controlling that sort of emotion around the ruck area. Good play.
Shawnee Francis, good boy.
If ever somebody was going to score that one, Shawnee Francis is the man. Well done, but nicely worked. They made the most of the opportunity, but that combination there, Christian Kongu, Sean Francis, they deserve that try.
Yeah.
Well done to them. They kept going. They've kept going, and they'll be working for another one now, boys. You know.
Absolutely. We talked about they're not taking a backward step.
No, they're not giving up.
They're going to keep cracking away at the Hornets here, who they lead 11-2. 2 minutes remaining. So now they're on the attack. Blake Potts looking to bring it up over the line. Doesn't get there, so they'll get another opportunity here, the Cyclones. Sharp back inside. That's Seamus Edwards. Good hands here, punching up through the middle. They need to build on the back of this. Unfortunately, the ball goes to ground. So they push the pass a little bit wide there for Mitchell Lauder. Just didn't quite have the legs to get out to that width on the field. But now Potts pushes again through the middle. There's Rottenmeier. Backhands into Atkins. Good shutdown defence from Edwards there. Jared Rottenmeier. Bends his back, gets into the defence. Atkins stops and props. There's Potts from half. Goes to the line, long ball. Probably could have thrown short there, Paul.
Yeah, we had too many options there. Mate, so far, I mean, there's less than a minute to go. It's only been 3-1 this half, so good on the boys. They fought well. They haven't given up. Hopefully, they might even get another try here, which would be nice.
A little bit of confusion around ruck. Tired legs again. Needs to throw hands here or field out. They're nice. That's better. There's your mate, Clay Smith. Picked up. Kongu. Francis. Nice. Oh. He was in space.
I know.
Seamus Edwards.
He just thought that winger was going to shut down on him. Poor bloke.
I suppose he's not a big man. You see big Tommy Dafter there. If he's going to shut down on you, you want to get rid of the ball as quick as possible. As they turn defence into attack, Langbridge.
Yeah, good on him.
Yeah, just a nothing play there to end out the set. We've got 8 seconds remaining. We'll await the hooter here. The final 5 seconds. The countdown's begun in the crowd. They'll get one more opportunity. A little bit of one touch here. Nothing doing. Guys, final scoreline, 11 tries to 2. The Hornets, methodical, relentless, classy. What other terms can you use?
You've used them all, Adam. I've got nothing else. That was just, brilliant.
So, Pete, from an international position, I guess, and with your New Zealand hat on, what do you think about what these guys are bringing to the game now? Has it changed a little bit of the scope of international touch, or can it?
It has changed. I mean, the trends that have come in the last recent years, I mean, you know, the passive lines, those have been trending now. What these guys do at the highest level, people try to copy, and obviously you don't have the skills or speed or power that they have, and it's easy to watch it on a video and go, oh, yeah, we're going to try that move, but it's easier said than done, you know. So I love watching these guys. They set the trends, and it's easy to know because he's part of the high performance. I imagine that implement a lot of this stuff, and it's just good to see because everyone aspires to be like that.
Yep.
The red players, you know.
And I touched on that very thing with Michael Abramovich. You'd know Michael, he's been involved with South Africa, England, he's now over in Switzerland. And one of the things that I've said to him, and when I've been involved with South Africa as well, the problem with YouTube is that people watch it and try to emulate it, but they don't have the skills and experience. They don't have the consistency of touch that these guys build that platform from. I personally sort of try to promote to those developing nations to pick your lane, pick your skill set, what you do right. Take that to the international stage. Don't try and compete with these guys doing the same thing they do week in, week out.
Exactly, and they need to learn how to roll the ball at speed.
That's
I see it
it.
all the time when I go to these developing countries.
So small building blocks, but we've got to give credit where credit's due. You can see Carly Banks on there. She's a great tactical analyst of the game. Dylan Thompson, the impact he's had on that team at club, state, international levels, here with the regional position. He's an outstanding touch football brain. You know, he gets through the roles, he does the job, and what he brings to this team, some of those youngsters are just, you can't buy that experience.
No, that's right, exactly. There's a lot of young guys there, and this will be good for their future too. Even to play alongside Dylan and Alex and Daniel, who's just will make his debut for the Australian mixed side. I mean, he had a great game too, Daniel Langbridge. So, yeah, Alex to me was just unbelievable the whole tournament.
Alex, Dylan, Lincoln Little had a great final.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when you've got 4 or 5 players playing well, you know, it's hard to stop.
Hard to stop.
And your teammates feed off that. Everyone just does their role, and you get a performance like that.
Well, gentlemen, thanks very much for joining me in commentary. Like I said, an outstanding finish to the tournament. It's been sensational bringing it to our viewers at home. I'm Adam Collins. I was joined with Paul Sphere and, of course, Peter Walters, absolute legend. And thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me. It was outstanding to complete this tournament with you. We'll bring the presentation to you, and thanks again. Congratulations to the Hunter Western Hornets, and that wraps up the 2020 Inferno National Touch League. Thanks for watching.
two great games in the finals will be Anthem and You're all champions. The game's certainly been and we hope to see you again for the State of Origin in a few months' time, and obviously for this next year.
Thank you very much. It's our pleasure to commence proceedings tonight with the Women's Open Division, which saw the Mets defeat the Scorpions with a score of 4 tries to 3. We would like to begin by welcoming our referees to come forward and accept their appointment medals. Amanda Shee, Alison Waters, and Kathleen Spears. After a valiant effort in the final and a great tournament, I would now like to welcome our runners-up, the Scorpions, to come forward and accept their medallions from our students from Maxfield Touch and invite their captain to say a few words on behalf of their team. Scorpions to come forward and collect their runners-up medallions. Before we call up our champions, it's now time to announce the Karen Smith Player of the Series and the Player of the Final. Player of the Series is to be presented by Gurna Singh. Our Player of the Series was Ash Cooney from the Southwest Queensland Swans. And our player of the final was Lala Duck from the Sydney Scorpions. It's my pleasure to now call the winning coach forward to accept the Peter Bell Medal from Jamie O'Connor accept the Angela Bar Shield, and also to say a few words on behalf of their team. Please now welcome our women's champions, the Reds, to come forward and accept their championship medallions from the junior players at Maxfield Touch Association. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2020 Inferno NTL Women's Open Champions, the Sydney Mets. We now move on to the men's final. We would like to begin by welcoming our referees to come forward and accept their finals appointments medals. Mr. Dave Baggio, Brett Freshwater, and Hugh Steady. After a brilliant effort in the final and great tournament, I would now like to welcome our runners up, the North Queensland Cyclones, to all come forward and accept their medallions from our junior players at Maxfield. And their captain to come forward and say a few words on behalf of their team.
It's a bit of a hobby sport, so we like to carry on the voice. Police guys,
Thank you, Sean. I now invite the North Queensland players to come forward and accept your medallions. Before we call up our champions, it is time to announce the Terry Jacks Player of the Series and the Player of the Final. The Terry Jacks Player of the Series was awarded to Alex Langridge from the Hornets. And the player of the final goes to his much better looking brother, Daniel Langridge from the Hornets.
Take that out.
It's my pleasure to now call the winning coach forward to accept the Peter McMillan Medal and the captain forward to accept the Mark Boland Shield from Ganesh Singh and say a few words on behalf of their team. Please now welcome our men's champions, the Hornets, to come forward and accept their championship medallions from our Maxfield Junior players.
Hey,
and gentlemen, your 2020 Inferno NTL Men's Opens champions. Our final award this evening is to announce the champion permit for the 2020 Inferno National Touch League. I would like to call forward TFA Chief Executive Officer Jamie O'Connor to present the Golden Boot. The Golden Boot goes to the South Queensland Sharks.
What up, Francis? Outstanding, mate.
I honestly thought
How
it was
about
last
the
5
leadership?
wins.
Good stuff, mate. Catch up for beers night, boys?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, great stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the 2020 Inferno National Touch League. Please thank our presentation party and give a big round of applause to our junior touch footy players from Maxville. We look forward to seeing you in Coffs Harbour again next year. In the meantime, safe travels home and good night.
Geordie, stay here. Wait here till I wake up. Wait.